All right, we are live again. Probably going to play a little Ghost of Tsushima, maybe some FIFA soccer after. Kind of see how it goes. Wanted to check out the new simulator that's coming out in a few weeks. Hey, Felix, how's it going? This is the new flight simulator that's coming out in about 2.5 weeks. I wanted to check this out quickly. Looks pretty good. Definitely better than yesterday. Definitely. This looks like it could be fun. Message retracted. Felix regrets asking me how I'm doing. Not too bad. Really excited for this game. It looks really good. Flight simulator. It's expensive, but depending on how things go in the next few weeks. Hello again, Liam. I might check this game out. I've always liked simulator games. I kind of look at that skateboarding game as like a simulator. Anyhow, I just wanted to see this really quick. Looks pretty cool. August 18th. Wait, what? No. Xbox Game Pass, so I might be able to get Game Pass really cheap. Yeah, GTA can be. Geez, looks like a film, not a game. Yeah. I'll skip through this one really quick. I won't play the whole thing. It's probably going to be really expensive to get all the stuff for it. Like all the different planes and airports and all that. But I'm into that kind of stuff. I know I'm just skipping ahead there a bit. Well, I don't have it, but I'm thinking of getting it to test out the game, maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Graphics are definitely nice. I like stuff like that. And then there's like no point to the game other than you're just flying, you're just cruising. It's like Forza Horizon 4. When I play that game, I just cruise around. There's really no reason. I've done most of the races and all that. This can actually be quite a fun game, Forza Horizon 4. But anyhow, yeah, so I might... Oh, what happened there? Almost done, then I'll try some Ghost of Tsushima. See? Holy Mother of God. 80, 120, 160. But here's what you get, though, real quick. The deluxe, you get more aircrafts. Deluxe additional handcrafted airports. Amsterdam. Cairo. Oh, Cape Town. Premium. Ah, Premium Deluxe. The Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. Dubai. Love Dubai. Frankfurt. San Francisco. Not as excited about that one. But anyhow. 160 smackaroos. Pretty much half the price of a flippin' console. Sweet Jesus, Hail Mary, and all that is holy. Anyways, we're going to stop looking at that. It just looks so good. Looks so good. Live weather. The new weather engine enables users to switch on the live weather mode. to experience real-time weather, including accurate wind speed and direction, temperature, humidity, rain, and more. New day and night engine experience flight at any time or day of the year, allowing for night VFR, visual flight rules, and navigation. Aerodynamic modeling, a state-of-the-art physics engine with over 1,000 control surfaces per plane, allows for a truly realistic experience. I tried to make it sound dramatic, like the movie trailer guy. Yeah, didn't work. Yeah, if it works with Game Pass, like it said, I'm gonna try that shit. Okay. I'm feeling it. I want to get through that part of the story. It was actually pretty difficult. Now the sun's starting to come in. The clouds are clearing, even though we're supposed to get maybe a bit more storms there. No, okay. There we go. Yeah, so right now I'm at a same spot I was at earlier with the mission. Took over that little fort castle thingamathingy. And now I have like some type of trebuchet or whatever it's called. And I'm supposed to shoot boats in the water from approaching my boat. Whatever. But yeah, it's expensive. It's bloody expensive. One day it won't matter, if I'm being confident. One day I'm hoping I'll be making decent money on YouTube, which I am. A little bit more consistent. Maybe someday I'll be on Twitch. Maybe I'll be making money on Twitch. And yeah, I mean, if that happens, things like a $200 game, I'll be like, whatever. Just buy it. Because I still want to be known as the showcase guy. I want to be known as the guy that bites the bullet for people in games. And then play them, showcase them, live stream them, do a regular upload video on it. Not a review. More of like a, hey, check that out. Oh, look, you can do this. You know what I mean? And then you decide for yourself, oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll check it out, you know? Because a review, as great as they can be, a review doesn't always help you decide if you want to buy a game. If that makes any sense. It gives you a pretty good idea. But sometimes it helps to just see uninterrupted gameplay. Not gameplay that keeps chopping from one scene to the next because of its review. By the way, how is the game volume in comparison to my voice? Is it still pretty decent?
Slow down, Goro.
I want to make sure my game is not too loud. That's good? Okay. I failed this earlier, by the way. It was frustrating. And that happens. I mean, it is kind of obvious what you gotta do, but...
More ships on the way. Hold on, Goro.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, no, I'm gonna fail it. Yeah, it's failed. I think it's gonna fail. This part's hard.
Bring us the Shogun's help.
Well, some...
I knew we would.
A lot of reviews have spoilers, though. It depends on who you watch.
You taught me to fight. I couldn't disappoint you.
And you never have. I am proud of the warrior. The man you have become.
I should be, yeah.
Jin, my message to the Shogun included an announcement. I wish to formally adopt you as my son.
Oh, nice.
Uncle.
In my heart, You have always been the heir to my legacy. When this war ends, we will make it official. One day our people will look to you as their leader. You will become their honorable Jito, backed by all the power of the Shogun.
If you care.
I hope I can serve them as well as you have.
The guy on the left, him? That's your uncle that got kidnapped in the beginning of the
We
game.
must finish our preparations while we
Just in
wait
case
for the
you're
Shogun's reinforcements.
Curious.
What are your orders?
Finish your preparations, and I will see to mine. When you're ready, meet me at our staging camp in Kubala.
Yeah, because it's not a spoiler, it's a part of the story.
From Kotunkan.
But that's your uncle.
As father and son, the Shogun himself will celebrate our victory.
Give me 1 sec.
We will meet again soon.
Right, wrap it up there.
Until then,
I'm trying to talk.
travel safely.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so he was your uncle in the beginning that got captured. And then we broke him out in Act 1. And he wants to adopt you because, you guessed it, because it's not a spoiler, it's a part of the story in the very beginning. Your dad is dead. He died a warrior's death. You getting Assassin? Yeah, your Assassin's Creeds, your Far Cries. I mean, I go broke buying all that stuff. I have Watch Dogs 2, yeah, on PS4 Pro and PC. Sometimes I just goof around in the game. Wind chimes release poison vapors that kill... What? Wind chime. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Interesting. I'm just watching these because I haven't really paid attention to all of them. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I might sometime check it out. Like on PC there with the extra graphics. I had to drop it down to 30 frames, so this is another thing I like to mention about PC gaming, is even with the hardware that I have, I'm not saying it's the best, but even with the hardware that I have... Oh, there's one gift. Let's go check it out. I still have some games that if I want to play on Ultra, 1080p, can't do 60 frames. Gotta drop it down and lock it to 30 for some games. Not all games, some of them. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I still have to play that game on 30 frames. Red Dead Redemption 2, 30 frames, but I can run it on Ultra, and it's smooth. This game is on 30 frames. But it's rock solid 30 frames. Because it's got the enhanced PS4 Pro frame rate thing. Enhanced frame rate. Doesn't mean it's 60 frames, but yeah. Yeah, after this a little bit, I might play some FIFA. I've really been into soccer lately. I've really been getting into slide tackling a lot of people like it's WWE, wrestling. And I'll like drop kick people, take the ball. It's kind of fun. Right now, I am looking for something in particular that I'm struggling to find. I might be able to... What do you mean, tech talk? Oh, from what I was saying, yeah. So that's gold because there's a new gift, by the way. The problem is I can't find... I can't find the altar thing. Because I'm too slow. Ah. Where is it? Seriously. Let me run around. I'll have an icon that will eventually appear on the map, I think. See, like we've got a floating icon over there. Yeah, I'm just wasting time. I'm gonna go to this one. I just mean like there's still times with even the fact that I have a decent computer. Like when people talk frame rate, I just play games, but I get an idea of what 30 frame. Yeah. So this is 30 frames. You wouldn't really be able to tell almost because it's so smooth that you would think it's 60. 30 frames, it's like it's more like sluggish. It's not as smooth. But this is bloody smooth. Like this is insane. Like I couldn't tell if this was 30 or 60. I mean, kinda, but not really. My point is when the 30 is rock solid, like I mean solid, it's very playable. But yes, 60 is absolutely smoother. Oh, there it is. PAL games from Europe were 24 frames. North America were still 30, I think. Ooh, Brutal Bandit. What's the new mask I got? Oh, nice. Look at that, eh? Some, like, blood splatter on my mask. Versus this one. This one? Yeah, I like that one more. I look more like a Japanese version of Agent 47 from Hitman series, all in white, and it's pretty slick. Okay. Let's try to carry on a little bit with the story. Was there anything else I was missing? I am definitely... Oh, I'm so tempted to do this. Shit. I would get a new armor. I'll try it, but if I struggle too much, I'll leave it. Because a lot of it's like, search for this, search for that. You should play a game on true 60. I mean, I have some games on 60. Well, Call of Duty's at 60 frames. World of Warcraft is 60 frames. Yeah, see, your PC elitists will have you believe that if it's under 60 frames, it's sluggish. It hurts my eyes. It's no good. Oh, shut up. 30 frames is very playable. Is 60 better? Sure, of course. I'd rather $60 than $30. But it's still doable. It's very playable. I mean, this game is 30 frames and I couldn't even tell. Like,
Lord Samurai, please.
anyhow.
I have a message for you.
It's weird.
What's wrong?
A demon is going to kill me if I don't
Yeah.
tell you his tale.
Don't waste my time. Demons are just legends.
Not this one. His name is Kojiro, and he cannot die. Long years ago,
I can't skip this.
Kojiro
This
was
is
a
not an
straw
important
hat
part of the
pony.
story. It's just a quick
So
little
fearsome,
side mission.
deadly, and
It's called a
bloodthirsty.
mythic tale,
His
or a
own
mystic
brothers
tale.
turned against him.
It's completely separate from the main
dawn
story.
Until dusk, dozens of straw hats fought Kojiro. He slew them all. Those who escaped that day disowned Kojiro
24.
from the straw hat ranks, but never crossed him again. The spirits of death were so astonished by Kojiro, they blessed his armor to grant him a tireless sword arm. He's now more than a man. He's a
Well then.
slayer of legend. When the Straw Hats betrayed our people and joined the Mongols, they welcomed Kojiro back
Yeah, see, you can't skip
as
these.
a brother.
well.
5 killers from the Straw Hats have joined Kojiro and sworn an oath to kill you.
Kojiro wants me to know I'm hunted. I'll be on my guard.
No need, my lord. Kojiro will grant you the honor of a duel.
All right,
But you
wrap it up
must
there.
earn that privilege by dueling the
Yeah.
5 Straw Hats who joined him.
Mm-hmm.
It seems I already accepted his challenge without realizing it.
And you know they're waiting across the region, and will use innocent people to draw you to them.
I'll finish this and make sure Kojiro dies. As
Good.
he should have all
Great.
those years ago.
Right on.
Be careful. I've never met a man like him before.
Okay, that's what they all
I'm
say.
not even sure he is a man.
Okay, great. My turn to talk now, thank you. The 6 blades of Koshiro. Phil, if I send you a DM at Instagram, will you read it? Probably. I mean, I don't check it too often. Twitter's like my main thing, which is why I try not to be too all over the place with too many different social thingies, because then it's hard to keep track. I got people wanting to message me on PSN, on Xbox, Instagram, Twitter. It's like, holy cow. I do try to keep it on Twitter, just because it's easier for me to check. But if you don't have Twitter, and it must be there... Boogie said TikTok is getting banned. Well, there's a good chance it actually will. That's not far from the truth. Yeah, email as well. I mean, Instagram is fine. Travelers, okay, let's put this on. Unlock 30% more, whatever there you want to call it. There we go. So that's where I have to go. So what we're going to do is... I'm actually going to go here first because it's on the way. Okay, let's do that. Let me get the show on the road. Because I want to make this semi-entertaining. I don't want to just be standing still in one spot for too long. Okay, so I do have to go straight out here. Or not.
What are you doing here?
I'm so confused. How do I get out of here?
Quickly, Kage.
Is it over here? I could have... Oh. There we go. Let's get out. Trump banning... Yeah, it's Donald Trump. The dotard. I'm tired with TikTok dance. It's almost all the same. I mean, I go on TikTok sometimes with my cringy Batman impressions. Because I'm a nobody on TikTok and I can pop 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 views on TikTok. I can barely get 100 on YouTube when I do the Batman. So what I'm hoping to do with TikTok is exploit that and get some people to subscribe to my YouTube channel via TikTok, if that makes any sense, because I can get more views on TikTok. Well, that's because Trump is stupid. But let's not get into that. I mean, we can, but I definitely don't want to get into an argument about politics. I don't mind discussing them on my stream, but I definitely don't want it getting out of hand. Because that will just ruin the vibe. I'm all about the vibe and the atmosphere, right? Because you can have some people that get along that you really enjoy, which happened to me. Quick story, by the way. I gotta do this now. I had, not quite a best friend, but an amazing friend. Phil, I really wanted to share something with your channel just to make it good. Yes, I'm from Canada. Okay, can you Twitter me? Can you Twitter? What's easier for you? Maybe I will send some art for a banner thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, you can always try. I am picky, though, not to be rude. With my thumbnails. I do make my own. Anyhow, so I had a really good friend of mine, right? We played World of Warcraft together for about a decade. Right? Check this out. This is a good story. Or at least I think it is. So, him and I played World of Warcraft for about 10 years together. Super nice guy, very helpful. Helped me out when I was a low level. And invited me into the guild. He'd help me gear up. He went out of his way to... really help me out. One of the nicest people I had ever met in my life. But one day, it was inevitable. It came up, and he said something about Obama, back when Obama was president. And he was complaining about Obamacare. I mean, I didn't know too much about it, because I'm from Canada. I just know that, no offense, Americans are in the Stone Age when it comes to healthcare, universal healthcare. And I said, well, what's not fun about Obamacare is that people have to pay for it. They're used to getting such and such an amount of money, and now that he's bringing it in, you have to pay for it. It's like, well, that's no different than Canada and the rest of the world. Right now, no one's complaining in Canada about the free healthcare and having to pay for it, because you grew up always having to pay for it. You grew up always making that $15 an hour, right? So if you always make $15 an hour and you don't know the difference, you're not going to complain about universal healthcare. But if you go from making $15 an hour and then all of a sudden Obama comes in, you're not making $15 an hour. Now you're making $11 or $12 an hour. Yeah, I can understand your frustration, especially if you're healthy, you're young, you don't give a shit about the healthcare, and you wish it was like an optional thing. Yeah, I can get why you'd be upset. Anyways, it was just a simple discussion. Nothing nasty. And I said, it seems like an okay thing. I know some people that are appreciative of it. And he got pretty upset. He's like, oh, you're one of those Obama bro bitches. And I was like, what about the drones? And it killed a bunch of people. I said, well, I didn't like that. I understand his intent, but yeah, thousands of people did die. There's no denying that. It's always the what about. But then he supported George Bush when he went to war. And that's the whole thing in life with politics, is where does it end? So when Donald Trump came into power and he became the president, I just straight up thought he was a goon. I just thought he was a goofball. There's just no way to sugarcoat it. And he just didn't like that. I posted a very simple comment about Donald Trump. I didn't go on saying you should be crucified if you follow Trump. You know, like, I never say that. I just say the guy's a dipshit. Just kept it simple. Didn't make fun of the people that support Trump. And he took it to heart. He actually became the snowflake. He became the snowflake. And he's like, you don't know anything. Then he brought up the thing about you think the Obamacare seems kind of cool. And anyways, he lost his cool. He got really angry. And it was just such a simple comment that I made on my Facebook about Donald Trump. Again, I didn't bash him. Trump. I just made a silly, goofy little joke. It was funny. I knew Trump supporters who thought the joke was funny. It was in a good, lighthearted joke. Anyhow, this guy took it the wrong way. 12-year friendship down the toilet because I made a post about Trump. Now, if I were to be asked if I could go back in time, would I take it back? Absolutely not. I stand by what I say through and through, 24/7. I don't say shit, generally, that I regret later. I mean, of course, I've said things that I regret, because I'm not perfect. But that I don't regret one bit. I would say it all over again if I could, and I have. When it's something I'm really passionate about, I like talking about it. Alright, let me read the chat really quick. Are you going to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater as well when it comes out? It's funny. You're going to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Flight Simulator? Are you going to play Far Cry? Are you going to play Watch Dogs? As a joke, I'm like, who's paying for all these games? Yeah, no, I'll probably get them for the most part. Most of the games that come out. I will probably do my best to get most of them. I always avoid politics, race, religion, and other sensitive conversation. Usually I just agree. Yeah, just to kind of, sure, great, whatever. Got a bad experience with that kind of conversation. Yeah, mainly Republican, but I'm not too much of a Trump wagon, right? Yeah, cancel culture is cringy. Get some lives and stop trying to ruin lives from a mistake. Phil, how's it going? Not too bad, Simmy Boy Jr. How are you? If it ended they easy, I don't think it was a strong friendship. Yeah, well, that's just it. It just shows you how quickly a friendship can end. I mean, I would still talk to him. Now, sometimes it gets really hardcore because sometimes some things in the political world can be like a big deal. Like I had a guy. This will be the last comment I make because I don't want it to get sour in here. I do want to keep things peaceful. I keep my Twitter very political. Twitter is where I get really nasty. I get really nasty on Twitter. YouTube, I want to keep it nice unless someone comes in and starts getting racist in my streams like it's happened before. But like, what was it? I can't remember. I was playing a game. I think I was playing FIFA. And there was a mention on the banner when I was playing FIFA during a live stream. And it said Black Lives Matter. And all I said was, cool. They're supporting the movement. I do. I don't tippy-toe. I don't fence it. I pick a side. Boom. I support it. Simple as that. I didn't get into it. I didn't get into why. I just said, oh, cool. Because it was right there. Big effing bold letters. Black Lives Matter. FIFA Soccer. And I can't remember who it was. Doesn't really matter. But they were not happy. Oh, it's kind of dumb. No one gives a shit about that crap. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're going to end it right there because, you know, I support it. I kept it simple. I only got into I support it because they made a nasty remark about it. So at that point, yes, I'll get into it. Ooh, right on time. Like, I won't go out of my way. Does that make sense? I won't go out of my way to get all, like, whatever. But if it comes up in the conversation, because something popped up, I was like, oh, cool. That's all I said. Oh, cool. And he was not cool with me casually, nonchalantly acknowledging what was on the screen. So, yeah, it's pretty nasty. In life, you're going to come across things that you may not understand why some people support something or don't. It's just the way it is. It could be confusing at times. Alright. Some people that might know my streams when I do this and we're near water, they know it's coming. They know it's coming. Ooh. Is it bath time? Take a bath. Alright, sit down, puppy boy. Your days are numbered. Take a bath. See ya. You too. Oh, you missed it. Bath time. Plop. And yes, the combat is a little bit easier right now because I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more fluid. I don't need to show off on lethal right now. Yeah, sometimes just listen and not respond is safest bet. Yeah, when it's something about racism though, like when I had someone come in, this is the last thing I'll say for now because I do want to keep the stream fairly quick. That's life. Anyone going to do Modern Warfare 2 free this month on PS Plus? I might grab it. Don't know if I'll play it. If it's just bland, you feel nothing. Yeah, BLM has turned political. I think the message has been misunderstood by some people. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean all lives don't matter. Yeah, to keep it simple, because I do want to move on, because I don't want things to get sour. But yeah, it's like when people go all lives matter, and I'm like, well, actually, that's not the nicest thing to say. This is on Twitter now. I don't do this on YouTube. And this is how nice I try to be with people that are like really not into what I'm into. And I'll be like, no, the idea behind why they say that Black Lives Matter is that it should. Is that all lives should matter, but unfortunately they don't because of the social injustice of black people and all that. And then some people go, oh, that's what it's about. And then it's like, yeah. And then some people get angry. And some people have said straight up, screw those N. Yeah, so when it gets nasty like that, yeah, I'm definitely not going to ignore that at all. When it's vile like that, I absolutely don't support that. You can have a difference of opinion and go, you know, oh, well, I don't really get the Black Lives Matter thing. I don't really understand what it's about. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're like, screw those effing N, yeah, that's a completely different ball game at that point, right? Yeah, so that's the part that I will never just smile and nod at that point. You understand what I mean? It's like, yeah, no, I don't want to be complacent to that kind of behavior. And again, it's very rare, but it's happened a few times in my live stream. And I just address it. I mute the people. I don't go on about it. I just tell them, look, that behavior is not tolerated here. Piss off. And then I block them. Bath time. Bloop. Whoops. Now, yes, it is on an easier difficulty, by the way, 'cause like I said, I wanted to make it a little bit easier. But I did keep my merchant, or my traveler's armor on, to kind of offset the difficulty a little bit. I still have to be careful. Just not as much. Where's he running off to? Well, that was your mistake. But anyhow, so that's how I play it, like I said. On YouTube, I try to be polite. Not because I'm trying to save face. I don't fence sit, like I said. Right? I don't sit on the fence. People don't like a fence sitter. Jump over the fence, pick a side, especially if you're going to bring it up. We've talked about that before, and people agreed. If you don't want to get into it, then don't talk about it. But, yeah. But like I said, you know, for the most part, people are fairly respectful so far in the live stream. There's been no, like... Well, except for that one particular day that was really nasty. I think that was really the only day. Yeah. I never used... Yeah, that sunset is pretty nice. I never used anything other than Traveler's Suit because I was going for all the collectibles. Yeah, because it helps with the fog of war again. Yeah. Tell Boogie that. Yeah, he can definitely get himself into some hot water. There's no doubt about it. Endgame, I changed armor a bit. But for the most of the game, it was Travelers. My girlfriend's a streamer too. Oh yeah, you were saying. Yeah. And it's really hard to watch. And it's really hard to watch with all those people's comments. Yeah, especially a girl. Yeah. She does, I remember you saying there, she does Facebook. She got a contract from Facebook. She's got to do like 80 hours a month or a week or something. Yeah, trolling, harassing, and that's the thing. And that's why I do make a big deal out of it. It's one thing, you know, for someone not to agree with you and you just kind of fluff it off just because you don't want to get nasty in your live stream. Because people didn't come here for a political debate, right? People come here to hang out, socialize, watch a game. But if it happens to be thrown in your face, yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore that. There, see what happened there? When you unlock those areas, it helps with the fog of war. It just kind of goes poof. Now we've unlocked another spot here, which I'll go to. Then I'll finally get to the point and go there. Because I think that has to do with this here. At least I think so. So now I have to turn to the left. Yeah, so let's do that. I could call my horse, but... What do they say? That's a... all of those bad words. Yeah. So anyhow, the point is there's shitty people out there, and I'm one of those people that has even talked with real neo-Nazis and people that support the KKK. And then I've had some people like, why would you even bother talking to them? It's like, well, ultimately, this is again on Twitter now, not YouTube. And I simply say, well, it's simple. No matter how hateful a person is, and you don't agree with them, how can you ever expect any of them to hear your message if you're not even willing to hear theirs? Doesn't matter how absurd you think they are. Because don't forget, equally reflecting back at you, they think you're equally as crazy as you think they are, right? So, I politely listen to what they have to say, even though I don't agree with it. And in some small instances, because of that, there's like a weird thing. And then they're willing to like listen to me talk, share my point of view. In some very rare instances, but a few times, I've had some people eventually have a different way of looking at things in life. You know? It's just something I've always kind of been interested in. I've always been like that, even when I was a lot younger. I hope they add a difficulty trophy and New Game Plus for that. Yeah. New Game Plus I don't think they're going to add, because they've already talked about if you want to make the game a little bit easier, just drop the difficulty down. Now, yeah, well, that's just it. And, you know, I forgot now. Was it this one? I just had it. I forget which one I just unlocked. Whatever. I got a lot of them. Yeah, the other thing, too, is I never tell people how to feel either. Right? So it's like, if I say I don't like this person, or I don't support that person, I'm not telling you need to feel the same, right? So I think that's why I tend to have an easier time talking with people that really don't see eye to eye with me, because I'm not telling them they need to change. But if they ask me, why is it you don't like this? Why is it you don't like them? Well, you asked. You opened the book. I'll narrate the story for you as to why I don't. Right? It's a different type of psychology, rather than saying you should not like them because they, right? People don't like being told how to feel. So I don't tell people how to feel. Well, there's that too. In some places, there are like fire, water personality. I hope they might have a... I hope they might have done a Days Gone. Oh, right, with the New Game Plus, yeah. Well, they stated right from the beginning that New Game Plus is something that they would look into with Days Gone. Whereas with Ghost of Tsushima, they were pretty adamant that they weren't going to do it. That doesn't mean they never will, but I just wouldn't keep my hopes up for it. I think you got those Fire and Tiger kind of... Yeah. I'm alive and let live kind of person. Oh yeah, live and let live kind of person until I feel like I'm being smothered by an agenda. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, once people feel smothered, cornered, attacked, ridiculed, all those negative things, that's when people's claws come out, and rightfully so. Like I said with my friend when I made that very goofy comment. Oh! The comment, I think I remember the comment that I had made about Trump. It wasn't even a nasty comment at all. It was something about, it's funny how he got on Obama's case for all the times he was golfing. But remember that one time Trump said this, and then I put a video clip of him saying, "It's unbelievable. If I become president, there's not going to be any golfing. I'm not going to have any time for that." I mean, I don't know how he talks. I can't voice act. But, couldn't do any of that. But then we had, like, counted how many days he had golfed or whatever. And it was, like, double the amount of time Obama had golfed in, like, half the time or something like that. And I was like, you know, how do you explain that? And, anyways.
I had to see for myself.
It was just an observation, really, based on facts. And he simply didn't like it, and he just got all, you know.
You'd be better off taking his word for it.
I've trained the
happens.
blade since I could walk. There's no one left to challenge me but
Letting you know, oh, about the devs talking about New Game Plus, yeah. Because a lot of times when a game goes to get New Game Plus, what'll happen is you'll get the response on Twitter from the devs saying, hey, you know, sure, we would consider that. But they seem to be pretty sure they wouldn't. Little about me, a couple years ago, I was sexually harassed by a gay guy, yeah, and beat the shit out of him. I said no, and I meant no. I'm a straight and was minding my own business. Yeah. He put his hands on my ass. Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. And then what can end up happening is you'll have some assholes that are like, oh, it's not a big deal. But it is, because it's a double standard. Happens to a girl, it's a big deal, but if it happens to a guy, a lot of people laugh and they think it's funny. I was, many years ago when I was younger, twice I was almost taken advantage of by an older gay guy. And I'm not gonna lie, for a little bit there, I was very on guard with people that were gay. Because I had had such negative interactions with the very few that I had met. I didn't know what was going on. I had never experienced anything like that before. But, so I didn't say anything bad about them. I just kind of used to be like, meh. I used to just, if I could, minded my own business and kept to myself, stayed away. But obviously not everybody's like that. But when I was really young, I had a warped misperception that they were all like that, right? I don't use Twitter, so I don't know those things. When I am younger, I used to fight a lot, beating people down. Because I came from, yeah, a bad neighborhood. Just to defend myself, yeah. But yeah, that's terrible. Speaking of... I was twice the twink size. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Yeah. Well, it's like me. I was underage. I think I was only 15 or 16 years old. He was like 50 years old. And I knew he was gay, but I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It was never even a part of the conversation. And he was really rich. He had a lot of money. He's just a nice guy. Used to hang out and stuff like that. Used to go to the restaurant, and people used to be like, I think he kind of likes you, and, you know, he takes you out a lot, and is like, so? And then some people used to be like, dude, I think he's gay. And I used to be like, who cares if he is? Like, what's the big deal, right? So, that was pretty annoying to have some people that were supposed to be my friend, like, kind of almost making fun of me for hanging out with an older gay guy. But once he tried to take advantage of me with my drink and stuff like that, I think he must have spiked my drink or something. But he tried to put some moves on me, but I was still coherent enough. I was able to push him off. But it was difficult because of the drinking. I right away told everyone, what the hell do you think people said? They looked at me with the tattoos, the shaved head. I was working out in the gym. Young, 16, 17 years old-ish. He's a tall, scrawny, like 60-year-old dude. They're like, yeah, he took advantage. Okay, there. Real funny. You sure you didn't like it and you just don't know how to tell us you want to come out of the closet? And I was like, are you kidding me right now? So that dude right there, I punched him right square in the jaw. Knocked his ass out right in the coffee shop. You know? It's just... Right now, I'm just kind of flow with the river guys. Yeah. Hello, another level. People think sexuality is a choice, right? Well, yeah, now that we're on that subject, I don't think it is. And the proof is, I didn't choose to like women. I didn't wake up one day and go, I like women. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to that. It just kind of... naturally just happens. It's embedded in you, right? Yeah. But anyhow, so that incident happened, and then somehow... And because he was really popular, like he was a powerful person because of the money and all that, people thought I was making it up, like I said. So that was pretty annoying. But I still told people. I wasn't shy. I wasn't ashamed to tell people. I just didn't give a shit. Okay, so that icon just disappeared. What were you talking about? Because I tuned in, you talking about punching someone. Oh, a guy was making fun of me when I told him that a older, scrawny guy almost took advantage of me because I was intoxicated, because I was young, buff. You know, the image again, got the shaved head, the tattoos. There's no way that guy got near you. And he was joking around saying I must have liked it. And to me, it was a pretty serious thing, even though, because I'm a guy, right? The whole double standards when it's a girl, oh my god, but when it's a guy, it's, you probably liked it. You probably looked at him the wrong way. Like, what? No? What the hell's wrong with you? Thank you. Anyhow, so that nasty incident ended up happening a second time when I was drinking. But that second time, even though the guy didn't try, mentally it was really weird. Because the second guy was my boss. I was a chef in a fancy restaurant. And again, knew the guy was gay, didn't bother me. I think at that point in my life, it was only the second time I had met someone that was gay. So, but I didn't have that attitude. Well, look what happened the last time. I didn't have that attitude. I really didn't. Right? And this is why experiences can really affect people sometimes. So, when it happened the second time within a couple, I said, okay, seriously, what is going on now? But the second time it was more verbal, right? It was more verbal. We had gone to a bar because he was my boss. He was a cool guy. We hung out. And then he was just getting really dirty, like really nasty, and it was uncomfortable because I was like, okay, I'm not into that. Like I just bluntly said, I'm not into that. And he just kept going on and on. I was like, okay, seriously, I think I'm just going to go because you clearly, don't get that I'm not into that. And then he tried to say, oh, no, you shouldn't go. I said, oh, yeah, I should. Or my fist is going to connect your face. And then he had the audacity to say that he wanted to call the police and have me charged with threatening him. And I'm like, you've just been going on for the past 10 minutes about how you want to do that, and I keep telling you I'm not into that. Not into that at all. I was actually being nice about it because he was a little tipsy. I was a little bit tipsy. He wouldn't take no for an answer. And I am looking for my quest right now. So after the second time, for a while, I have to admit, I was a bit like, what is going on? I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. And then I was all like, that's it. I'm staying away from, old, dirty, gay dudes. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I've met two, and the both of them have tried some shit with me. So for a while, I have to admit, it kind of, you know what I mean? It affected me that way. So that any time after I'd meet them, it's not like I'd be yelling at the top of my lungs, get away from me. I would just be like polite, calm, keep quiet, and just be like, if I can avoid the situation, I will, because I just didn't trust anybody. But, obviously not everybody's like that. We need FIP as senior streamer who talk about statement. You want to be, yeah, that's totally fine, but don't push the agenda. Well, that's just it, yeah. Because I've had that a few, actually, that's one of the things he was going on about, the guy. Sorry, I'm trying to find that quest, and I have no idea where it went. He was telling me that I was being an idiot for not trying. Well, did you ever try it? And I was like, no, because I'm comfortable with knowing I don't want to try. If I wanted to, I would have done it by now. He's like, yeah, but you never don't, the whole don't knock it till you try it. It's like, okay, seriously? You're creeping me out. Plus, don't forget, at that time, I was also underage. I was like 16, 17. And the dude was like 50, 55. So to me, that's some like straight up pedophile shit. And then that was like the second time within like the same frickin' summer. I was like, wow, there's a lot of people that are like this. So it was pretty creepy. But again, same thing. When I told people about it, I was like, dude, watch this guy, man. Pedophile. Straight up trying to hit on me and stuff like that. Again? Okay, you totally must have given him the wrong vibes. I was like, okay, seriously. You know, I wanted to punch that guy in the face too. Don't pretend like men and women aren't meant to be right. Yeah, I just simply say the correct way is whatever feels right to you. Right? That's what I say. Whatever, you know, that whole expression, whatever floats your boat. Like literally. They caught international underage. Yeah, there's been some of that in Canada too. I'm seriously lost here, sorry. This is what I'm looking for. But I don't understand where I'm supposed to go. The musician told me of a demon, right? Locate the Straw Hat Assassin and Toyotama. No. There was an icon down here. It's supposed to be blue. I'm completely lost. I have no idea where the hell I'm supposed to go. Is it over here? No. Yeah. Every black icon with a swirl. Oh, these. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was expecting them to be blue. Oh, okay, see? And there's another guy up here. I don't know if that has something to do with it. Is there a swirl down here? No. So the next swirl is down here. Are you sure? Yeah, no, I know. I don't get it either, but like I said, people didn't believe me, but it definitely didn't silence me. Okay, I'm just gonna go to this one. See what happens. Because I'm like confused as to where I'm supposed to go. But yeah, I guess the idea was, had I been a girl, people would have taken me more seriously. But because it was like a guy, they figure, you know, it's not a big deal or whatever. Come on. There we go. No, the swirls of side missions. I'm so confused. Yeah, the ones with the arrow is what you're saying I should be doing to continue the... I'm trying to do this one here. The 6 blades of Kojiro. Locate the Straw Hat Assassin in Toyotama. So I was just doing the one before it. There was an icon on the map down here. I started the quest. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. See, it disappeared. I told you I wasn't crazy. Something's going on here. You saw that icon right there. Yeah, I taught martial arts, actually. When I was younger, I taught Shotokan karate. Look for this little guy icon. You had it before. Oh, yeah, like the dual guy. Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't know why that blue thing came up and then it disappeared again. Oh, are you? Ah. That's my dad. Hold on. Well, you still technically are, just... Hold on a second. I'm live streaming right now. Weather doesn't seem to be too bad. Anyhow, I'm super confused. So I beat this guy. Yesterday, I beat this guy that had nothing to do with it. Now there's another one over here. But that's not a Tsushima thing. Like I said, I'm really freaking confused. I'm supposed to be following a blue icon. Are you sure? I need to go to this guy here. Okay. Oh, I played baseball too as a kid. I was on a baseball team. Yeah, it looks pretty nice out. Yeah, I guess I'll get on my horse for this.
We're in this together.
Yeah, I'm obviously not going to do all of this now, but... That's why sometimes it's just easier for me to do story missions, but... Yeah, my dad needs some help with his iPad after, so... I've been at it for an hour. Again, it's almost that 1 hour mark, eh? After a while, my back and all that, I just get so uncomfortable. I'm just not used to sitting in a chair this long. At all. I'm used to, like, getting up, like I said, every 20 or 25 minutes. Most of my YouTube videos are pretty short. I played up to high school for baseball, yeah. Only remember the punch kick, etc. It's meant to be done over the course of the game. Oh, okay. Y'all watch Tony Ya movies? I think I might know who that is. Tony Ya. Did he play in Ong Bak? Is that the same guy? Oh! Yeah, see? I said it before you typed it. That dude is insane. Love that guy. Oh, wow, I'm far away. Yeah, I'm really far away. How the hell?
Let's go.
Maybe I have to do some climbing. I guess I can just go back on my horse. Yeah, Ong Bak was a wicked movie. Is that the guy's name? The main actor? Tony Ya? Oh. Hmm. Oh, wow, I'm really far. Yeah, that dude is awesome. I feel like watching that movie now. But yeah, I think I'll do this last... Wow. Last battle, and then I think I'll call my dad and troubleshoot his iPad there. Because like I said, after an hour I do struggle. Plus, don't forget, I streamed before this, I think for like an hour. I took like a 10-minute break and I came back, did another hour, hour and a half. So I'm definitely a little like streamed out in a way. I stopped doing what, sorry? I'm confused now. Man, this game looks amazing. Still a ways away from... Oh, can I make it? Oh, let's try. Ooh, nice roll. Because normally that would have killed me if I didn't time the roll properly. Oh, wow. I didn't know there was a snowy region in this game. All the way up there. Nice. So I have to keep going straight. Oh, wow. I don't like a lot of verticality in games sometimes because it's frustrating to get around. You just want to quickly move from one place to the next and you feel like you can't. Oops. Especially when it... Oh, boy. Okay. That's connected with my story for my bad neighborhood and, like, to beating up people because winning streak. Oh. And then I got ganked up. Fucked and stopped fighting for a challenge. Yeah. Yeah, me, it's weird. I didn't grow up in the best neighborhood either. Like, it was a decent area, but there's always, like, a small group of people that sometimes ruin it for the rest of the people, is what I always say. And then it makes a neighborhood really bad just because of, like, one or two people and their friends and associates, if you will. Like, gangs and stuff, and they're just assholes always out trying to prove themselves like they're a big badass. You mind your own business and they still start shit. I just never understood people like that. Those are people with some real insecurities. I just never understood it. It's like, good, you want to be in a gang, you want to do your gang stuff? Great, do your gang stuff. Gank other gangs that are trying to screw up your stuff, but people minding their own business don't need to be dragged in. And that happened a lot when I was a kid.
I was getting tired of waiting for you.
Yeah, it's because they have something to prove. They've been bullied or
This is madness.
beaten or whatever, and
Just
if they
murder a
don't
dog.
act like that,
That's the spirit.
it's kind of like the jail mentality. If they don't act like that, then they're looked at as weak. And then they're picked on, and then in some extreme cases, they're killed. Yeah. Where me, I don't need to prove myself to anybody. There's been times where I had a guy who didn't know how to fight, and I could have floored him. And he was trying to take some swings at me, and I was blocking him. And I was like, I'm telling you, you don't want to go there. And what do you think everybody was saying? Come on, you're in martial arts. Kick his ass. Kick his ass. And I was like, for what? He's not a threat. He's not a danger to me. So I played the psychological game with him. He didn't like that. Because I was basically, essentially, kind of underestimating him, saying that he's a nobody. Which he was. But he didn't like that. And everybody was like, don't be a pussy, don't be a chicken shit. And I was like, I don't need to prove anything to any of you. I know what I'm capable of, and I don't need all of you to witness it for your approval. I don't need it. And some people just can't stand a person like that. Usually screwed up by their parents. Yep. I used to fight to defend myself, right then became addicted to the fight. And then people who avoid the fight even argument fight. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, I've met some people like that too. Some of them can be still good people, but they're screwed up from their upbringing or whatever. And like I said, some people change. I've met some of my bullies years later when I was just a young kid that were older. Some of them would like apologize or whatever, so it can happen. Right, exactly. Well, that's a huge difference. Right? Okay, so that's done. See? There's the... Don't mess around with me now. It's there. Don't even play. It's right there, the blue icon. Watch what happens when I go on it. The 6 blades of Kojiro resume the tale. But see? It just disappeared. What the fuck? That's the part I don't understand. Is it supposed to do that? And then I'm supposed to look for a dude icon with a question mark on his head? But there's nobody there. The blue icon disappears. This is not a part of the chain that I was doing. These are side missions. I think I'm now hunting more people like this with a question mark over their head. I don't see anything. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Right. Anyhow. Gonna end it for now, because I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours. Almost 1.5 hours in this particular one. I want to give my, where the hell? Oh, there we go. Give my legs a break. But when I come back, I don't know when I'll come back. It could be pretty soon. It could be pretty soon. Like, it could be again 15-ish minutes. I don't know how much longer I could keep streaming for. Because I do sometimes have real life stuff I gotta do. But when I come back, I might just mix it up. Or something a little different. I'm loving this game, but I feel I'm having a hard time streaming it. Because, no, I don't drink energy drinks. Because I find I'm too slow. I find the pacing is too slow. Especially when I'm just dicking around like this. I don't know if it drives people crazy, but I know some people are like very hungry for action. They think Ghost of Tsushima, it's like constant decapitations and stuff like that. There's a lot of like roaming around, searching. It's not just constant... Yeah, I used to be addicted to some drinks and stuff. But, again, I don't mind playing the game, but when I do come back, I might flip the script. I might warm up the stream until people come in with a little bit of World of Warcraft, because it's embedded in me. I just love that game. Might just fly around a little bit. Not that that's exciting. Just to kind of wait for a few people to come in the stream. chit-chat, and then I might play some FIFA soccer, and I might do a little bit more Skater XL, just to kind of let you know, like to kind of give you an idea as to what I'm kind of feeling for the next stream. There's not really anything else I really feel like playing at the moment. Oh, maybe a wrestling match or two, but I would do that on PC on my SSD, because it's like instant 2K20 on PC. So I might do a little 2K20 on PC, little Skater XL and some FIFA-ish when I come back. I did beat Spider-Man, yes. Hours ago, you drank a Red Bull. I still like SnowRunner. I have it on PC. SnowRunner, I'm a little burnt out from SnowRunner because I played it on PS4 and PC, and then I lost a lot of my trucks. Things weren't working well. I ended up buying the game on PC. I had to start all over again. SnowRunner, oh wow, it's a slow game, especially when you almost get everything, and then you start all over again. And then I uploaded like 60 videos. So I just kind of got a bit like, love the game. Love it. But yeah. I mean, I could see myself at some point playing it, but it would be on PC with the mods, certain modded vehicles, and it would just be to cruise around and do absolutely nothing. I'm actually even tempted in a bit to do a stream. I don't know how exciting it would be, but of me just playing Forza Horizon 4, not necessarily doing anything exciting other than just driving cars really fast to random locations on the map. I don't know, I'm kind of weird that way, but I enjoy doing stuff like that. So I could see myself doing SnowRunner, but I wouldn't want to do any of the tasks. I would just want to jump in a truck, just chit-chat. Because I like I told you, as a stream, look at me, ooh, a streamer. As a low-budget streamer, I'm huge on social interaction. I don't like playing a game and then being like, cool, piss on these guys. Let them talk amongst themselves. But I understand that someday, if I had 50, 60 people in the stream, 15, 20 people chatting, it's hard to play the game and pay attention to what's going on, which is like why I like games like Skater XL a lot, and my World of Warcraft, even though it's very slow gameplay, because I can constantly look at the chat and kind of keep up with it, right? Rather than like every 10, 15 minutes taking a timeout and having to scroll through like a bunch of text. I don't really like doing that. I know that someday I may not have a choice, depending on how well my streams go in the future. But yeah. Because like I said, as a person watching into a live stream, my big thing is being able to interact with the streamer. And I feel like if I can't do that, it loses its appeal. I understand, obviously, why a big streamer like Nick Merckx, when he plays Call of Duty, he's got like 70,000 people watching him. How's he supposed to play the game and chat with 70,000 people? You can't. It's impossible, right? So, but I don't have to worry about that because I'll never be that big. So at this point, it's kind of easier for me to balance it out. Anyhow, my point was I could see myself at some point casually playing some SnowRunner on PC with some mods, some modded trucks to make it a little bit easier, and just cruise around. And that's literally just it. Because I do really enjoy SnowRunner, especially on PC with the mods. Like I said, there's some trucks with some bigger tires, and they're a little bit stronger. So you're not just stuck in the mud for a half hour trying to dig your way out. You can more easily drive through, kind of showcase the map. And check this guy out. Check this guy out. Devin Wood, my dude, you are a fucking looser. No. My dude, you wish I was loose. But I'm not into I'm not into that. If you're gonna try and troll someone and insult them, at least type properly. Look at this guy. Devin Wood is so insignificant. Your name didn't even deserve being capitalized. Nice comeback. Yeah, real original. Huh, you're so original. So first he goes loose, and then he throws the F word. So we all know what he's into. All you gotta do is scrape the top of your mouth. How was this year of making 900 videos and still having only 8K? Well, bitch, I make $500,000 a month on YouTube. How much are you making? What are you rolling with there, Wood? This is one of those losers that thinks your subscriber count is relevant to how popular you are. Oh, even if this guy had 10 million subscribers, he's still a bag of shit. He thinks subscriber count is like what makes you cool. This is pretty funny, though. Well, he's pretty slow at replying. Yeah, and how good do you look? Is being good looking. Oh, I'm sorry, Devin. Am I not sexy enough for you? So apparently now to be cool, you need a high subscriber count, you need to be skinny. Bitch, you don't even know what the fuck I look like. Nah, get on stream. Get on stream, bitch. Get your ass on stream and let's see you talk shit. You don't even have your fucking picture up. How many subscribers do you got there rocking it up on YouTube? Did you start making $500 a month on YouTube within 6 months? I don't think you have. He's angry. First he came in, he called me the F word, said I was a loser, or he said I was loose. We all know what he's into. Oh, Devin is beyond an idiot. The guy's failing miserably at making me angry. I just went on earlier, Devin, about people like you and how I love people like you. You make the chat more interesting. You spicing things up. He doesn't really have much to say. There's an insult. How does it feel to upload 900 videos and only get 8,000 subs? Are you kidding me right now? I am over the moon with how well I am doing on YouTube, with how well I've exceeded what I thought I would ever accomplish on YouTube. Better than yo snail looking ass. You didn't leave. You didn't leave. Look at him laughing. Yes, I'm still talking about you. 'Cause you're a goofy little bitch that won't get on stream. Let's check yo snail ass out. Let's see how good looking and slim you are. Well, now we know his fetish. He likes young boys that are loose. Ain't that right, Devin? You are offended. Actually, I'm not. If I was offended, I'd be crying, and I would have blocked your ass. So, how about we all check out Devin Wood's stream? Let's see how hot he is. Let's see how amazing you are. Let's check out your YouTube channel, because apparently that dictates how cool you are. You're what? Nah, I'm watching Thoughty. What? I don't even know what the fuck that means. He's going on about my looks and how well I've been doing on YouTube or how not good I've been doing. Why don't you link me your YouTube? Why don't you get on a stream? See what you're all about. Let's see what makes you so special. Because you can't. Because you're a goofy little bitch. That's the problem. You come in, you hide behind your little blank avatar. Yeah, I'm not fat and I'm not middle-aged, and even if I was, I don't get insulted by that. I'm 230 pounds and I used to weigh 350 pounds. So I'm a little plumpy. I'd still break your face. Don't let the overweight age fool you. Besides, you're just hiding behind a keyboard anyways. See, he comes in, he says I'm loose, then he calls me the F word. Then he's angry because, I don't look the way he wanted me to look. Now he hopes I think about him all day. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Dude, you have no idea how much fun I'm having. You have no idea. I just went on about bitches like you in my stream earlier. This is what I enjoy, because I'm fucked in the head and I feed off of shit like that. I'm actually having fun. I know people that would do what you're doing. He's probably gone, but I don't fucking care. And, I'm having so much fun talking to a person I found out 2 seconds. Well, that's good. That's good that you're having this much fun. Coming from the loser. Seriously, you really got to work on your insults. Like, you're not doing a good job at all. You got to come up with something original. So, Devin, if you're such a skinny, hot shit, why don't you get your ass on stream? Why don't you flip on the camera, turn on your microphone, and show us what a real YouTuber should look like and sound like? Show me the way, Devin. Are you able to do that? No, I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. Oh, I don't care how old he is. I don't care how old he is, because in real life, his bitch ass wouldn't even be flapping his gums with half the shit that's coming out of his mouth. Because he'd get stomped. Guy thinks because I'm overweight by like a couple pounds that I'm so hurt now. Fat middle-aged. Wouldn't even be even funnier. If I actually saw what he looked like. Oh man, it's so funny. Well, I mean, I am overweight. I'm not like super slim. I'm rocking a 2-pack. I don't have a 6-pack. I got a 2-pack. I work out a bit. Like I said, I've lost over 120 pounds. I jog every day. I can run longer than I could when I was 16 years old. I'm 230 pounds. I used to weigh 350. He could be gone. Whatever. I think he's getting off right now on the fact that we're still talking about him. He's like, ah, someone finally paid attention to me because my daddy wouldn't. But did I not earlier say I enjoy people like that? Didn't I say earlier, not even a half hour ago, it's nice when a troll comes in because it spicens things up? But they all tap out like a bitch. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about you, Devin, but I think I'm looking kind of cute. Don't you think? Take a nice full screen good look at what you wish you were. It's probably beaten off right now. I shouldn't give him this kind of enjoyment. But see, that's what they all do. They come in, they flap their gums for a couple seconds, and then they say nothing. They say absolutely nothing. Whatever. I wish there was actually more people like him, especially when I'm like alone in a stream, because then it gives me someone to go back and forth with. Nah, whatever. Did someone find his YouTube channel? All I can do is report him, remove him. That's the thing with the live chat. You can't just click on someone's profile and go and see them. Can you link it to me in the chat, please? Devin, I know you're still there, lurking in the shadows. He laughs at me for still going on about him, but yet he keeps coming back in the stream to make sure I'm still talking about him. You sent it to my Twitter. But for real, though, I mean, he did say the F word, which doesn't offend me personally, but I can understand people getting offended with that. Now, let's see if this is really the guy's channel. Yeah. Oh, he's got 1 subscriber. Wow. Wow. All right, let's do this here. Devin clearly needs a hug. Devin clearly needs the attention. So we're going to give it to him for a couple of minutes. Okay. How does it feel to upload 900 videos in a year, but only have 8,000 subs? Devin Wood with 1 subscriber. He probably subscribed to himself on an alternate account. That's probably what he did. Just to say that it wasn't a 0. Oh, he's probably not in here. But whether he's in here or not, I don't really care. He tried to do something that didn't work. He tried something and it didn't work. The fuck is this? He's been on YouTube. Wow. 4 years. 22 views. 4 years. 22 views. Jesus. I've been active for only a year and a half. Even though I opened my account way back in 2006. And bitch, I'm cranking it up on almost 3 million views. Yeah. But it's like I said before, you can't make fun of him for only having 1 sub. But you can if he came at you that way with the whole sub thing. But really, it doesn't really matter. Because even if he had 25 million subs, even if he was better looking, in better shape, and he was younger and richer, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I have fucking bipolar. I've got anger issues. And the dude couldn't even trigger that. Like, I mean, he's really got to try harder. But this is where I get angry. Because they come in, but then they leave so soon. Why not stick around for a little bit longer? Well, whatever. Yeah, dude's got a future in mass shooting, probably. Well, whatever. Anyhow, he could still be there. He's probably still watching. But yeah, that is pretty funny, though. Anyhow, like I said, I was just on my downtime there. From playing Ghost of Tsushima. Not too sure now, because we've been a little sidetracked. But there's a good chance I might come back. I don't know when now, but... Because I like to usually stream a minimum of 30 minutes if I can. If I feel like I have less than that, I don't usually bother. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm an asshole too. It's like I had a pretty shitty upbringing, terrible childhood. I got bullied throughout all of elementary school and junior high until I got bigger and learned how to fight and got into martial arts. But nowhere did I ever feel the need to just randomly attack someone out of nowhere. So it's like, to me, it's just not an excuse. I mean, I know people, aren't perfect. But I've met so many Devons in my life. And they tend to stay the same. Most of them tend to stay the same when they're like that. Very rarely do people change from one extreme to the next. Anyhow, I'm going to end the stream here just for a bit. Not too sure, like I said, when I'll be back. It could be maybe within the hour. I just don't know. But like I said, when I do come back, it'll probably be a little bit different, like with FIFA Soccer, and I might do a quick wrestling match, maybe a little bit more Skater XL, because I really do enjoy that game. But yeah. Yeah. Like I said, even if you would have been a big-time YouTuber, it still would have made me laugh. Either way. But it does make me laugh a little bit more that he has 1 sub, 1 video called Depression. So even if he had 100 million subscribers and he was super rich, it still would have made me laugh just as much, because it would have been like, you're that big, you're that rich, you're that cool, but you still feel the need to try to troll other people because you're still not that confident in yourself despite having all these accolades, right? So it still would have been like, what? He's probably in here still laughing. Anyhow. Yeah, so I'll be back in a bit. Like I said, it could be as early as 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But then I might only have about a half hour, because then I'm going to probably do supper and all that kind of stuff. Well, I don't know if that's him in the video. I didn't actually watch the video. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's trying to sneak us in to watch all his videos. I don't know if that's actually him or not. Yes, that's actually true. Mikkel, if I've pronounced your name properly. If he was a big-time subscriber, it would have actually been more sad, you're right, in some ways. Because in this, it could be a little bit of jealousy. How does a fat, ugly loser make $500 a month on YouTube? So maybe that gets to him and he doesn't understand and he's jealous. But yeah, if he had like 1 million subs or just, a much better channel than mine, yeah, in some ways it would have been even more sad, really, come to think of it. But yeah. Actually, you know what? I don't know. This is kind of like a weird stream, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think there's a way you can do participants, but I don't see him in here. But it's not in real time. It shows CJ, Gulam, Liam, Mikhail. No, Mikhail. Did I pronounce that right? Mikhail? Either which way, it doesn't bother me if he's still in here or not. Even if I muted him for life and did that type of ban or whatever, he'd still be able to be in here. But then if I'm so bad, why did he kept coming in back and forth? That's the part that doesn't make any sense. But anyhow, I guess for a couple of minutes while I'm here. Yeah, so anyway, so I'm really amped up about this game. Really, really excited about that game. Mikkel? Okay. Now, bear with me now. It's kind of, like I said, things are really slow now because I do want to go in a minute. I just wanted to see something before. Holding that in was hard. My allergies there, but they're doing pretty good. I want to check out the upcoming games again that are coming out soon. Just really, really quick. There we go. Well, like I said, I've met people like him before. Just some nasty dipshits. I've met some. And I've met people that have tried to threaten me, wanted to have me killed when I was a teenager. Just some bad people that I've met in my life. We've all met bad people. But some of them turned around, apologized, and said, look, I was in a dark place in my life. And that's pretty wild. There was one guy, now that we're on this stuff here, might as well talk about it for a minute while I'm doing nothing. There was a guy, I won't say his name because it doesn't matter. And he was like crazy. I knew if I ever got in a fight with him, like physically, it'd be a little difficult. Dude was on roids, he was into martial arts, I'm into martial arts and all that. He also used to tend to kind of carry weapons around with him and stuff, which I don't. And one day he roid raged. I was driving with my mother, actually, back in the early 90s. She was picking me up from high school. And I was actually really good friends with his brother, his younger brother, because we were the same age. And this guy was a bit older again. I was about, man, a lot of things happened when I was a teenager. I think I might have been a little bit younger at that point. I might have been 14 or 15 years old. And he would have been 23, 24, really like roided out and stuff. And I didn't have a lot of muscle. I was kind of not skinny. I was 180 pounds. That's actually not that skinny. But anyhow, he saw me driving with my mother, and I waved at him to say hello because I know him. Him and I get along. We're just not friends because I'm 15 years old at the time, and he's like 23, 24. So that's a huge difference at that point, right? And I'm not making this up. He grabbed the steering wheel and he bashed it right into me. Drove right into the car that my mom had picked me up in from high school, and then he floored the gas and took off. But like I said earlier, my mom, okay? So she chased him, pulled him out of the car. I'm not making this up. She made him, give him over his ID and all that. Now, in the car, I stayed in the car, honest to God, because I was worried about how it just would have played. I wasn't worried about getting hit. I was in like full contact karate. I'm not worried about getting hit. I know what it's like to be hit, right? So it was just, I didn't want to go there if I didn't have to. It's that whole thing again where I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I didn't need to prove to my mommy that I could fight. So I stayed in the car. She said, listen, just hang out here. I'm going to frickin' deal with this. Plus my mother, like I said, she's, okay? I didn't want to get her going anymore because she can be pretty wild. Anyways, they sorted it out and worked it out on their own. For the next, I'm not making this up. For the next, oh wow, 12 years, on and off, I would run into him and he would always mouth off because he got pissed off. See, because he was drunk, he was high on steroids, he was driving, I think, a stolen car with no license. He had a suspended license for DUI. My mother reported him to the police, so she got me in a little bit more heat because now he's going around the school saying that I'm a rat. I didn't say anything. I stayed in the car. I let them deal with it because I knew my mom could handle her own. My mom is wild as shit. So it was just kind of wild for a long time. So fast forward all these years, and then one day out of nowhere, I messaged him on Facebook and I said, hey, I just want to let you know I'm in a weird place now in my life where I'm trying to bury the hatchet with some people. And those that don't want to, we can just settle a score that's been going on for over a decade and finally put the shit to rest. All the guy did was apologize. Oh my God, wow, this is embarrassing. I was like, is this really you? You know, like I couldn't believe the words I was hearing coming out of his mouth. And he was just insanely apologetic, and we were talking. He's like, yeah. He's like, I was not in a good spot in my life when I was always harassing you and stuff like that, because he cheap-shotted me too a couple of times outside some bars. I would be talking to his brother, who I was friends with, and there's a couple of times he ran up right from behind me, punched me super hard in the head, tried to push me over, then I turn around, bouncers get involved, there's cop, hey, what's going on here? Trying so hard to keep my cool because I just got punched in the head. All I want to do is, like fold this guy like a pretzel and snap him. But it's hard to restrain yourself sometimes. So after all that, he apologizes, tells me he was on steroids. Oh, yeah. No, I know. Trust me, I wanted to. But I was tired of getting in trouble with the law. Because, yeah, I wasn't so good before. It takes a lot of, I don't know what, but the fact is he apologized, and you know what? And I thought that was cool because he's like, listen, I was on roids, I was on drugs, I was drinking, I didn't like myself, I wasn't happy. Whatever. They're excuses, but he did it. He did it, That's the point, and it felt sincere. So I thought that was cool. Then meanwhile, I have, like I've mentioned before in some of my other streams, yeah, is I've had some friends of 30 years turn their backs on me because they find out I'm on disability and they're like, "Oh, I can't hang out with a guy like that. This dude's a little too weird." And they do that. But then I have a guy who was trying to harass me for a long time, trying to get me going, and I wouldn't let him get the best of me. And then he apologizes. So then that guy, despite all the shit that he did to me for 12 years, in my opinion, in the end, ended up being a better person than a guy I was best friends with for 30 fucking years, never got into one single argument, but out of nowhere saw that I hit a low point in my life, and that didn't, that didn't look good for his circle of friends, because, he's high up in the government, and, he's got friends that are CEOs of companies and shit like that. Can't hang around a guy like me. I mean, what the fuck? So he just, you know. Is that really a $160 game? Gaming is getting ridiculous. Who buying that stuff? Oh, well, this is Canadian dollars, but yeah. Thankfully, there's no tax. I won't be getting the ultimate version. But yeah, there's some extreme games that are $150. Just got an emergency alert on TV, the phone's a tornado. Yeah, so, okay, so check it out. I know I talk a lot, and that's sometimes a flaw of mine, where I just kind of like ramble on, and I go all over the place. I'm surprised there's even like 6 people in here, or whatever. One day you're, going out fine again with your best friend. No, we're done. We haven't spoken to each other in, at least 15 years. I've still seen his uncle. So his name is David. David. And him and I were friends since the early 80s. David and I had been friends for so long that we were friends when the first Nintendo came out. I mean, that's some crazy shit. I remember when the first Super Mario Brothers came out, like the very first Zelda ever. Him and I went to, I can't remember the name of the store. But anyways, we went and picked it up. Just really nice kid. Always got along with his uncle. But you know what one of the signs was? Sorry, I get all like philosophical and psychological here sometimes. But I used to hang out with him. He was super nice to me. We lived in the same type of upper class, whatever, neighborhood. Same type of neighborhood. Even though we didn't live too close to each other near the end when we were still friends. But he always ragged on his uncle. So his uncle has some issues with depression. His uncle at the time was maybe in his late 30s when we were kids, maybe early 40s, and he was living with his sister, which is the mother of my best friend at the time, David. Used to always call him a loser, always made fun of him, and I kind of giggled because he would crack some jokes. But very quickly was I like, your uncle is actually really nice. Why are you always giving him such a hard time? And then he would look at me and be like, dude, what's wrong with you? He's a freeloader. He's this, that, and the other thing. But we were young kids. We were barely like 7 years old, 8 years old. He was an asshole. And I still didn't like how he spoke to him. Anyhow, fast forward all these years later, I found out it clicked in. I ended up becoming his uncle. I was that guy that, depression problems and all that anxiety, not working on the system. And I was like, why am I even surprised that I'm getting the same treatment as his uncle, his own family? And he made fun of him. So, yeah, I had all the NES, SNES. Great time. That's the thing I like so much when watching your channel. You just talk and talk about interesting. Thanks. Yeah, so as a kid, I think we were 11 years old and I flipped out on him. I shouldn't have done this. But I was 11 years old and I lost my cool and I threw him down a flight of stairs. I could have seriously hurt him. I think he said something about me and his uncle again, and I was just done. Like, I just didn't understand, because I had finally sat down with his uncle and talked to him a little bit. You have to understand, again, at this age, I was like super young. Like I wasn't even a teenager at this point. And I was like, I just didn't get it. Like I went to this guy's house every day. His uncle was always super nice. Oh, nice to see you again, Phil. You know, how's your day today? Just really like in a good mood. Anyhow, I saw him just a few years ago. He's got his own house now. He's got a car. Not that that makes you special, but he got some help. And now he's in like some type of computer software engineering shit. He's got a really good career. He's making decent money, you know. Took him a long time to get there. But, you know. Oh, he still doesn't talk to his, I think that would be called his nephew. I'm not good with the family terminology. But he's like, oh, don't worry about David. He goes, let's have a good laugh now. He goes, David is, you know, in his 30s and he's still living at his mother's house. You know, the thing that he used to make fun of me as when you two were kids. He's still doing it. The only difference is, fine, sure, he's paying rent and, right? And he's got a job. He's got a good career. But, you know, he's still living at home with his mom because he admitted he's afraid to move out on his own. So, that's why I keep spreading goodness, yeah? All right, yeah, so sorry, I got really distracted there. That's what happens with ADHD. This is it right here, literally. I go like all over the place. Sometimes I forget where I went, what I was doing. Yeah, it annoys me, so I mean... But yeah, as we could see, there's a lot of upcoming games coming out. This one I'm very excited for. This is actually, sorry, a game I wanted to mention. I don't know if a lot of people know about the Yakuza series. Talking about like Japanese video games like Ghost of Tsushima. But this is one of my favorite series. It's pretty wild.
Everyone has a certain skill they bring to the table.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Yakuza
Like
series at all.
Without a thought.
But yeah, this I'm pretty excited for.
Let me make it up to you.
It's very
Others cover your
over the
ass,
top, but it's pretty cool.
I'll buy you some time.
and some are better at cracking the whip.
I'm Saeko.
Boom, kick right in the
This
ass.
just got complicated.
Oh, Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is a wicked game. Anyhow, they don't show a lot of action in here, but anyhow, I have the other Yakuza game, 6, and it's pretty good. Like it's very like arcadey, over the top, but it's really fun. The world is not big for Yakuza, but it's very dense. Yeah, it's wild. Anyhow, so I'm really excited for that game, but it doesn't come out until, not too good at math there, but 2 days before my birthday. So November the 13th. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to check that out. That's a game I would probably play again. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is an underrated game. I haven't yet. CJ, I'm kind of like, my brain's like all over the place. I've never played the third one. I don't think, no. I played 6, 0. Another one back in the day on PS3. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs I have on PC and PS4. It costs like $3 on sale on Steam. Let me check this out quickly. Yeah, 0 I played. Yeah, 0's good. What's the one that I have the most? Am I still in here? I am. I was still in here. Let me save my game to be on the safe side. But yeah, there is a tornado warning, so I want to go check out what's going on there. Because it was storming and then it got quiet and I'm all like, is this the calm before the storm kind of thing? Yeah. I do have a Yakuza. I forget which one it is, to be honest with you. I always get 0 and 6 mixed up. I don't have it under open world. That's right, I have it under adventure. Shadow Warriors, another wicked game. Love that game. I have it on PC as well. There it is, Yakuza 6. Yeah, so 0 came out right before 6. And Zero had quite an interesting combat system to like how it changed over to 6. But I gotta say, like story, just everything, just overall as a complete package, that right there is probably one of my all-time favorite games ever. It really is. But yeah. Anyhow, I know I'm just rambling on there. I'm gonna go relax, calm down a bit. Because I do get these modes where I'm like super calm and mellow, and then I get like super hyper. And it's like, did this guy slip something in his drink earlier when he was drinking? Nope, I did not. That's just the way I am. But yeah, when I come back, like I said, whenever that is, fairly soon, I'll probably do a little bit of FIFA, maybe some wrestling, maybe some more Skater XL, and then maybe some other day, who knows? Maybe I'll play some Yakuza, play some SnowRunner, maybe a few other games. Because like you were saying there, CJ, about retro games, what kind of retro games were you thinking? Like real retro? Like Nintendo games from the 80s retro? Like River City Ransom or playing Super Mario Brothers 3 from like 1985? A lot of those I don't play too much anymore, only because I got a little bit spoiled with the graphics of all these new games that have come out in recent memory. And a lot of the old school games too I found really hard. But, I mean, there's some I probably would potentially play, as long as I know how to play them. But yeah. But yeah, there's a few games coming out, like I said, I'm quite excited for. That Yakuza trailer made me want to play the 6th one again. Sometimes I just walk around in the open world and I just like fight. Just for the hell of it. Just for the combat. Oh, there's my sports one. Yeah, so I'm going to go check out that warning to see like how serious it is. I'm going to charge my phone in case I lose power. A couple of years ago, in Canada, there was like multiple tornadoes. I'm not even kidding. Because Canada's not really known for anything. We just don't get a lot of anything in Canada. Well, the TV was beeping, the alert on the cell phone, you know, all like dramatic with the red flashing banner. We were warned about the couple of tornado warnings yesterday. So I do take it seriously because, like I said a couple of years ago, we had no power for about 3 or 4 days, and we had 6 tornadoes. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half a dozen tornadoes. It was absolutely insane. Oh, yeah, yeah. Piorum knows what I'm talking about. What about the Mafia remaster games? Do you like that? Yeah, I like, I really got to go there, but I'll catch up with this. Yeah, so the Mafia games for the open world, where is it? They did a little bit of a thing there. I don't know what it's called. Definitive Edition. I do like the Mafia series. It's different. It's definitely different. I haven't tried the remasters, though. I heard they don't play smoothly, so I haven't checked them out yet. I just haven't bothered. So I typed, okay, Phil, see you next time. Yeah, I'll see you next time there, Gulam. Yeah, I gotta call my dad, too, about his iPad. But anyhow, here we go. Shit could be hitting the fan. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out there. I don't know how long you've been in here, Purim, but it got a little nasty there earlier in the chat. We had a little troll that needed some love. He came in, said a few things, then he left. For me, it was personally funny, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna head out for now, because I've been streaming for In total, over 3. Yeah. You came in at the good part. This is the calm after the storm with what happened in the chat earlier. But yeah, I've already been streaming for like 3 hours. My ass is killing me. I'm going to end up breaking this chair. I'm going to take a small break, maybe get ready for supper, and maybe I'll be back afterwards, like I said. So in closing, I am thinking of leaning towards a little bit of soccer in Chat Tornado. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll probably play, like I said, a little bit more skateboarding, maybe some driving, I don't know. Maybe some soccer. Just something a little different than Call of Duty and Ghost of Tsushima, because I did a lot of those today. I kind of just want to not have to think and just kind of mess around. So I'll probably do a little bit of that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. And whoever's left in here. And I shall probably be back pretty soon, depending on how the weather turns out there. I don't know how bad things are going to get, but we'll go from there. And obviously for people that follow me, you'll be notified if I go live or not. All right, so I shall chat with some of you soon. Bye for now.